And last but not least, we have the piece de resistance. Starfield and the Starfield Direct, man. Oh my gosh. I'm almost dying trying to get through this. Got an absolute boatload of information. Aside from the frame rate news, we had the story, the exploration, the gameplay, the environments, shipbuilding, weaponry, scope of the game, and so damn much. It wasn't even covering some of it, and it's all coming September 6th. So before I become a shill, let's throw it to Charles first. How'd you feel about Starfield and everything that they showed off?
Starfield looks great, bro. Um, I hope that this is a game that I can literally just play mindlessly. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Most RPGs, you pretty much can do that, but it looks really good. Space exploration, cool monsters, aliens, whatever you want to call them. Um, do I trust Bethesda? I don't know. I don't know personally, but it looks cool. It looks really good. Like the sky is the limit. Like no pun intended with this game. I feel. I think people are gonna like try to create some crazy gameplay runs. I think it's gonna be nice.
I hear it. I hear it. Ninjas, we'll go to you next.
I'm honestly really excited for Starfield. I like that they showcase this because it like kind of re-hype me up for it, because it's like so long of a period where we didn't see shit on this game, but it was coming out, and I was like, okay, what I'm supposed to be excited for? I'm glad they
Yeah.
did this standalone showcase of it. I'm excited for it. Bethesda, as much as like, we flack on them for like their buggy experience and stuff like that, they do still put out games that do be fun. Like,
Mhm.
with the help of the modding community and whatnot. I will still to this day remember when I first played Oblivion and how I felt playing that game. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm really excited to see how this is gonna turn out. I like the shipbuilding aspect that I got to see. I
Oh
can't wait to
yeah.
build the fucking Normandy, in, Starfield. The only thing about this game that has me like swept up is the scale of it. You know,
Mm.
the scale of it is what scares me about this game because I just don't want it to be a No Man's Sky situation where I go to a planet, I mine some resources, and that was the only thing to fucking do there. Like there was nothing captivating or nothing there for me to do. Just get these resources. Oh, I saw a cool animal, get off, go to the next planet and stuff like that. It's just the scale of it. Like I would have much rather they made like a semi-open world type thing where you travel to like predetermined planets and stuff in this galaxy, and it just be jam-packed with like story and like characters, quests and stuff like that, than what they did. But however, I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I like the idea of just building your ship, um, building up a squad of people that you bring with you, doing story quests like that, and going to different places and finding just about anything. I'm just scared of how far spread that will be. You know what I'm saying? Between how many planets I had to go through there, it's not shit there before I get to a planet that's like, a quest there, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. I'm hoping that the scale that they set for this game isn't gonna shoot them in the foot with like what I actually want to do, because I don't want to spend like 100 hours and just be mad that I'm just going to each and every planet just mining some shit for my or making an outpost. Like I don't like that aspect of like where Bethesda is going to with like the settlement building type shit and everything, and I feel like this only makes it worse because how big it is.
I hear it. I hear it. Wenneth, your thoughts?
So Tripp knows this because he was in me and him and Kendall were watching this together, and it was just funny because like in the middle of the thing, I was like, "Yo, you might have to switch Pikmin out for this." That's how good it looked. That's how
Mm.
I was willing to make the trade. I went back on that because I decided to stick with my gut and my initial reaction. Will that bite me in the butt? We do not know, but we'll see. However, this game looks absolutely insane. It's funny because I have such a deep hatred for Bethesda. You have absolutely no idea.
Woo.
I want nothing but the worst for Todd Howard sometimes. But this is not one of those times. This is actually one of the few times where I'm like, you might have just cooked. Maybe you needed Xbox. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they needed Xbox to make that to help them with this. Like they needed somebody to like quality control
Refine.
it because
Yeah.
this looks really, really, really good. And it gives me the thing is I'm a huge fan of what's this game called? No Man's Skies. I really do love No Man's Skies for all the stuff, and even like what EMP says, which is very valid. Like, I'm going to this planet and there's nothing to do but to mine shit. Like, I don't mind that at all. So the fact
Yeah.
that they're doing like, hey, we have that, and we're adding like big worlds in there, and there's storylines to it, and there's like extra stuff, like all this other stuff. It's like No Man's Skies definitive extra awesome edition, and not to take away from that game because No Man's Skies has like the multiplayer aspect that has a bunch of other things. This game just looks like the single player experience people wanted from No Man's Skies
Yeah.
on release. Like this just looks like an absolutely it looks like the Skyrim of this generation is how it feels. Just an absolute absurd amount of content. And honestly, I'm also playing this day one. I'm definitely copping day one. Even if it wasn't on Game Pass, I would have bought day one. I know, and that's crazy because I hate, I like when I tell you, I hate these people over there
I don't
ever since
trust them, bro.
76. Like I
don't
don't trust
trust
them. I don't trust them at all. But I'm willing to take the risk with this game. That's how
Yeah.
like this. Even if I buy this day one and it takes them 4 months to fix it, as long as it's not bricking consoles like freaking this what is this game called? Like Cyberpunk. I'm willing to
Mhm.
wait. I'm willing to wait just so that like the day that the patch comes out that everybody's like this is the fixed one, I know I can hop on and I can just straight do
Yeah.
all the cool shit.
Bro, this man said he's willing to wait and go day one on it, but that deserves a flex bomb, man. That we need that. We need that. That deserves a flex bomb. Son. That's crazy. He was holding that information all week, son. That is wild. That is I never thought I'd hear from his ears. I never thought I'd hear from him. Wow. Well, that man Tripp you knew 5 minutes ago is gone. It's time for corporate chill. It's time for Bethesda chill. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here now, brother. It's time. Man. Starfield, bro. I thought we had a definitive space game in Star Citizen, but I didn't pour any money to it, and it turned out to be a wise decision. It turned out to be a wise decision. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't hold me to that, but I'm saying. This game, this presentation, this direct, I will firmly say this now. I've done a good few days of thinking. That is the single greatest display on a presentation on a game show I have ever seen. That felt like they had to make a statement. That turned the tide for me to be mildly interested in the game to I'm getting this day one. That was one of the strongest solid displays of a game being presented, being showcased, whatever, on any format in any showcase in the history of gaming. I'm being dead ass serious. I'll put whatever bet on it. Like, that was crazy. How many doubts that I had over the game for the past few weeks. Most of them have been pretty much squashed. The only, again, I'll stick to the constructive first. The only thing that I still have a worry over is the amount of bugs and glitches. They have made some statement, you know what I'm saying? What's it called? All the Xbox execs, Matt Booty and all them people like that was saying, oh yeah, Bethesda, has the, right now, if we drop the game today, it has the least amount of bugs, you know what I'm saying? The QA team's working hard. Cool, I'll believe it when I see it. I need that to be as close to flawless as possible. I need you guys to really, this needs to be the most you've paid QA testers in your life. You need to double that money and make sure QA testers are on the job as much as possible to make sure this is a quality thing on release, as quality as possible. And if not, that hit that day one patch and make sure most of this stuff is trying to get swept up. Be active, be vigilant, because that's gonna be one of the things that's gonna be a pitfall. That optimization was another worry, which I'm not mad at as much now that they've pretty much put the 30 FPS thing to bed on consoles. On PC, it's going to run how it's going to run. I'm going to have a new PC by then anyway, so, whatever. I'm going to have to move my date back, you know what I'm saying? Instead of Cyberpunk, instead of being the 24th, I'll just make like September 4th, you know what I'm saying? I'll buy a new PC around then, that's fine. So, speaking on the positive, bro, this is the space game a lot of people have been wanting their entire lives in video games. This is like the singular experience that people were looking for. What is there? Like, it has everything, son. The story, again, it's Bethesda, so I'm already gonna get swept up into some faction and do some crazy shit. I had no doubts over the interactability between story points and stuff. I never had necessarily a doubt in between what story was going to be like. Never did. But how the gameplay is, that's what really wowed me, son. On top of all the weapons you can already get into, on top of all the things you can collect, all the things you can build, all the settlements, all this stuff. Like, there's just too much. And they probably only showed about half of their hand in that direct, bro. Like half of it. The weaponry. Again, just like we had how many sections, bro? Let me ask, when we were watching this live, how many times did we say there's more? How many?
Yeah, no, it was a good amount of times. And the thing is, it's like I hate spending 45 minutes talking about one game, but this is actually a game that spent and used those 45 minutes like wisely.
Incredibly wisely, bro. Like it just looks so good. And again, amidst all this, people are forgetting they show like a full-on skill tree that shows you everything that you can get into and stuff like that. I completely forgot they had the skill trees up. Like there's that. Again, go back into the shipbuilding thing. Ridiculous. Somebody built a whole ass Megazord. You know what I'm saying? A living, breathing, looking ass
And that shit
Megazord.
looked ugly.
It looked mad.
It did look ugly.
But damn it, they made it. Damn it, they made it. It was
Man, I know
possible.
somebody who did. I know somebody who did that shit in Minecraft. What you mean?
Shut up. That's not the point. That is not the point. All I'm saying is it's possible. It's possible. The level of depth they went into to show like all the nodes and modules and things you can, you know what I'm saying, adjust to for certain missions, being a cargo ship, being a full-on, like, you know what I'm saying, like a full-on freighter, being a speedy ship, being an attack ship, like crazy stuff. You can raid, you know what I'm saying, stations midway. There are like again small little outposts that you can go into in space while you're traversing. There's so much different instances and stuff. My brain can't even compute how much stuff is technically possible when you're in space, when you're in an outpost, missions you can get, the way you can play. Like this feels like everything, you know what I mean? It has the feeling of there's so much possibility to it, and that's what makes a game, bro. That's what really makes great games. That's what separates them. Like, what can you think is possible? What can you make possible in this game? Like, I think that's like a real big differentiator. When you start thinking of what you can do in the game and how you can approach it, you know what I'm saying? And just it organically comes to you like, yo, I could do this, this, and this. Oh, I could mess with this faction, you know what I'm saying, and be playing double agent. When you start making up your own storylines and stuff and start doing your own thing on top of what's already there, that's when you know it's a good game. And I can instantly see myself falling into that level with Starfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I was severely wowed by what I saw. Just the absolute depth of everything. I'm just praying that this thing run very, very well. I'm praying that this thing fingers crossed that it runs well, the bugs are minimal, and you just get, you know what I'm saying? Bring it, man. This could be a game of the generation type of deal, bro. This could be if anything ends up right, this goes toe to toe with Tears of the Kingdom. And I'll be real with that. I'm gonna be dead ass serious, bro. If Tears of the Kingdom can run 30 frames, it's getting hailed. If Starfield can deliver on what it's aiming to deliver and have that, you know, type of consistency and quality and optimization, this can go toe to toe with Tears of the Kingdom this year. And I fully believe that. It's gonna be a tougher. I told people from last year, this year is gonna be a tougher game of the year race. Like and games like this, bro, it just show you from what it's looking like, it could be. This is going to be such a tough decision for game of the year talks. I'm not even gonna lie, like this looks crazy. This does look absolutely insane.
I just hope it works, bro. I just hope it works.
And that's my thing.
I just hope it works.
I'm just super fearful. I know me. I'm cautious about games. You know what I mean? I'm cautious about liking games too much because I've seen what happened in the past. Some things don't turn out too hot. And it's okay. But I've never seen a game make such a good account of itself on a showcase before like this. This is that's true. This is the strongest showing of a singular game I've seen in any presentation format ever in gaming, in my opinion. Again, I've been trying to rack my brain to think what's better, but this is, and we've said this before. This is Bethesda's like one of their last stands, in my opinion. This is like their big, like, you know, put up or shut up moment. We either give you something that's crazy great that you're gonna talk about for years, like try and replicate that Skyrim moment, that Oblivion moment over again, or they fade to the background. You know what I'm saying? They give you an Oblivion style thing, or they fade to an Oblivion. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those type of deals. Like, and I think they're putting every single ounce they have into the game. And to Wen's point, I really do think that them getting the support and backing from Xbox might be the difference in the delivery of this, because of the resources, the deep bag that Xbox has, and just the actual feedback they're getting from Phil Spencer and the teams and stuff like that, the extra development resources to tell them to maybe slow down here. Maybe they probably, again, gave them some guidance on that FPS decision, say, hey, yo, on consoles, lock it at 30. You guys are going to do a lot of stuff, and you probably can't handle being at 60 everywhere, trying to, you know what I'm saying, make everything look super fast and sharp when some things might tear up. So maybe Xbox's influence in that conversation helped them to come to that decision, which I think is the right one. You know what I'm saying? This could be generational for gaming, period. Like for Bethesda, for anything. This could be their Black Flash moment coming back again almost a decade plus later after Skyrim. Like this could really be one of them ones. And I really, really, really do hope it is. This was 100% my game of the showcase season. There was definitely some surprise ones that came through, but this was my number one. I'm here day one, and I'm low key about to get that collector's edition too. That watch is looking crazy. That watch is wild. I need that.
This man is chill.
I'm chilling. I'm really chilling for them, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm in the shill bag, and it's been a minute since I've been in the shill bag. I've been calm. I've been spectating, but Bethesda, you got a job to do. Keep squashing bugs, keep QA testing, keep polishing, make this thing as good as it can be, and you might just have a generational game on your hands. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you. I only want to play devil's advocate because I'm with you. I want this game to be great, but after Redfall,
bro,
Redfall. I think Redfall was a different story though.
Why do you feel like Redfall was a little bit different?
Because of how it spawned as an idea and just where the context of what Arcane was going through. After Prey was ass, like we talked about this last week on the podcast as well. After Prey was ass, the whole studio was like, yo, we got to make a game that makes money. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, at least the bigger heads, they were like, yo, we got to make a game that makes money or whatever. And again, Jason Schreier did the whole report where it was like they investigated like the whole process of its history and its making. It was supposed to be originally very microtransaction heavy, but then so many layoffs happened, so many staff changes, so many game changes. Then the game was barren, and then it was just Xbox was too late to help give them support. And even though some Arcane executives still wanted to go through with it, which I think it shouldn't have happened at all. You know what I'm saying? If I was there, I would have been like, yo, just don't do it, because we don't really have enough like meat and potatoes to make this game a solid reality. This might need some more time in the pressure cooker, if at all. You know what I'm saying? You might just have to toss the whole dish away. But that's how that happened. That was just a very tough miscommunication. With Bethesda, they've been in tune with Bethesda hand and glove for several years now, for a good chunk of Starfield's development, I presume. You know what I'm saying? Well, like at least lately, while it's been like actually materialized. They've been saying they've been making this game for like 25 years. I don't know how long. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But at least in these latter stages after they got acquired, it's been a good amount of years. And I think that as one of Xbox's biggest centerpieces, they would not leave them to dry. They would be on their ass for resources and stuff. This is not like an Arcane where it's like a late edition where, oh, okay, now you got to come, bring it through. I don't think that's the case. I think this is a different story. They wouldn't do, just because of how big Bethesda is to Xbox's brand and how big of a pedestal they put them on. Xbox and Bethesda game show was like a year or two ago. You know what I'm saying? They hold them in high regard. I don't think they leave them high and dry resources like that. They would be hand in glove. I don't think it's going to be that situation.
I hope that's the case because of the fact that only because we've seen like Phil Spencer talk about Redfall, he was like, "Oh yeah, this game's gonna be good, y'all." And then it came out like, "All right,
everybody gotta say that."
Redfall, Deathloop,
Deathloop was crack. Whoa.
But it didn't work.
Whoa. At first it didn't work, but they got fixed up. Whoa. That was like a week or two. Whoa.
No, I don't remember it being that bad.
That was not that crazy. Yeah, that was like a quick fix. That was a quick fix. Let's not talk. Let's not talk on Deathloop.
It didn't work.
For you.
I don't know.
For you.
Yeah,
for you.
Bro had it and that shit worked for. And I saw Cray playing it. I don't know. That might have been a you thing.
I had it on PC and my stuff was straight. My stuff was solid.
It might have been me, but I don't know. That shit ain't.
I only had trouble streaming it. That was the only problem I had was streaming it.
I streamed it. It wasn't even that bad either.
Yeah, only it wouldn't stream for me. I kept having encoding issues.
I
Yeah,
can see that.
yeah. But hey,
But I'm not gonna take away from the fact that it. All I'm trying to say is I want Starfield to be great.
Yeah,
The only
yeah.
thing that Bethesda has to do right now is make sure they have to get rid of the biggest thing. Oh, Bethesda games run shitty and everything. If they can beat those allegations, I wholeheartedly believe with you this game will be what it needs to
Yeah.
be.
100%.
again, they would drop 10 out of 10s all the time. Bethesda are
They would.
technical excellence strides away from dropping 10 out of 10s every time out the gate. But that's the problem. Like, they're always within earshot of great games, but it's just the technical issues that always get them. But I feel like Xbox being in their corner and having the deeper support system with just how much money they have might actually pay dividends this time for them. And I think that may be the difference with actually, happens with Starfield. I hope for the best. I really hope that's the case. Really, really do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because if they're able to do it with this, they're gonna have that we don't got no games. If Bethesda can cook, they will be able to like contend. I feel like
100
For
100,
sure.
100.